What's the word, y'all, man? Peace, God, and your family, man. Peace, God, and your family. How y'all doing today? Your boys at work. Man, I be making so many of these videos, and I don't even upload them. Like, they just be in my phone. But this video is labeled, How to Be a Man. How to be a man. All right, so I know y'all probably telling me, man, Jalen, you not no fucking man. Like, you're a young man, goddamn me, but you ain't no man, right? But that's not true. But let me explain to y'all how to be a man. And yes, I am a man, right? We're not always good men. We're not always bad men, but we're men, right? So basically, a man has a foundation. Simple as that, right? A man has a foundation. A man always needs a foundation to stand on, because how will he lift up his feminine counterpart? How will he lift up his child if he has no foundation, right? So that's rule number one. A man needs a foundation. Rule number two. A man needs something that he can work for. A man needs something that he can grow in, right? A man needs something that can make him think, right? Be it positive or negative, right? A man needs something to make him think, right? Because men, right, are the man, the mind, right? There's two hemispheres of this mind. There's two hemispheres of this man, and only man, right? Only man with understanding and overstanding and understanding of the two hemispheres of the brain can become a man, right? Can become a young man, a old man, a whole man, right? Because man is mind, and the mind consists of feminine and masculine energy, right? We know this because we think shit, right? And we know this because we can see the results of our thoughts, right? So with that being said, right, the mind operates in both feminine and masculine energy. A man needs something to work for. Even if it's his own mind, right? But his mind is his family, right? Your mind consists of your subconscious mind, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, right? But it also consists of actually a third mind as well. I guess you can say a universal mind, right? So when they say God is man, right, or the God in the Bible is a man, right, they are only referring to a mind. Simple as that. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't lose what I was saying, or I hope I didn't get distracted with what I was saying. You know, rule number 3. A man must always do for how am I gonna word it? Because I be getting downloads. Like, this shit don't be written down. Like, I get downloads, but it's also on top of, you know, wisdom and knowledge and shit that I already have, right? So everything not about to roll off the tongue and shit, right? I'm gonna have to, you know, stop and take a pause and shit a little bit, you know, just to get that download, right? Because because I am not a whole man, right? I am coming into becoming a whole man, right? Yeah, I know how they say that we as adults are just like young adults, right? Young, right? You would say that a seed is young, right? You would say that like a small flower, you know, is young, especially if you knew how much it can grow up to be. But see, we gotta stop looking past, you know, just the conscious thinking sometimes and go into the background, go into the subconscious thinking, because really to grow, right, is a cycle. And a life cycle is also considered the circle of life as well. So it's like a circle is whole, right? You wouldn't say a circle is young, you would say a circle is whole, right? Or you would say a circle is half, right? Isn't a child only half the size of an adult, right? See, we have to start thinking in terms of the 7 universal principles of Kemet, or the 7 universal principles of Hermeticism, right? Which states, first of all, that the all is mind, right? So that's the rule number 1. The all is mine. And then they say in the Bible, right? In the beginning, God created the heavens, right? He created the heavens. He, first of all, anytime they say he, that is a masculine energy. Like, and you can literally put that into every aspect of your life. Because another law of the universe also states that, you know, everything is gender, or everything has gender. Simple as that, right? Everything has gender. So if everything has gender, and let me correct those in the back that think that gender is sex. That's not what gender is. Gender is feminine and masculine energy, right? Gender is simply just gender. Genre. Gender is just a different genre, right? Because we have music that's obviously, right, made for women, right? Or I guess you would say, like, if I was to put on I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, you would say that's a feminine song, right? And so like people be like, man, that's a female song type shit like that. Like you would expect a female to listen to it, right? Rather than a male. And then of course, like if I turn on like a song like that, my bad, I was spit Tupac real quick. They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. Like, I give a holler to my sister's own welfare, cause Tupac cares if nobody else cares. I know I said that kind of wrong, but shout out to my dad, man. My dad was a big Tupac fan. Rest in eternity in the ethers. But yeah, like you would say, I mean, actually, you wouldn't really even associate gender to that song, but I only said it because a male was singing it, right? But it's also saying like, you know, gender, right? I don't know. See, I probably just complicated the fuck out of it. All right, I should have just literally just stick to what the book said. And right, gender is feminine and masculine energy. Right, simple as that. But what I'm just trying to get y'all to just see is that you can be in a relationship with yourself. You can be in a relationship with yourself, right? By recognizing the feminine and masculine energy, like simple as that. Like men know, women know that you can masturbate and shit like that and relieve yourself. Yeah, we say that you shouldn't and whatever like that, you know. But it's like that still just says, you know, that you can have a relationship with yourself, right? If we say that women carry the X gene, right, or the X chromosome, or they got two X genes or two X chromosomes, right? Then a woman was always at, or a woman originally, right, during the times where they could reproduce on their own without the need of a male counterpart, right? At that time, women, right, were in relationship with themselves, we consider, but it's not that at all at the same time too, because it's like she was still using masculine energy. Nothing was ever just feminine, nothing was ever just masculine. Well, actually, let me restate that. Everything at first was just feminine. Everything at first was feminine. Let me correct that. Everything at first was feminine because darkness came from light, and we know that darkness is associated with feminine energy. So you can go as back as far as you can in time, and they will always say something about the darkness, or the, you know, darkness, or the light coming from darkness, right? It's never darkness comes from light, right? Darkness cannot even exist without light. Light cannot even exist without darkness, right? So it's almost like, shit, you really kind of have to just be at 0 point energy with yourself, you know, as far as like what information you take in, right? And how you reflect that information, because again, that's feminine and masculine energy, right? But a lot of the information and frequencies that we take in take away from feminine aspects of ourselves, or it takes away from masculine aspects of ourselves, right? But it's like, yeah, I gotta understand how much they fucked the woman up. The woman is the subconscious mind. From now on, when I speak about the woman, depict her as the subconscious mind. When I talk about the man, depict him as the conscious mind. Like, I forgot his name, but I think his name was KTS or KRS or something like that. But he had this example. He said, say rock star in your head, but don't say it out loud, just say it silently in your head. And I want you to tell me if you can hear yourself say rock star. We're gonna do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Did y'all hear yourself say rock star in your head? Cause I sure did. I mean, it sounded like me saying rock star, right? It sounded like my voice saying it, but it didn't at the same time. It just sounded like a voice saying it. Because I can, you know, make that voice sound like Denzel Washington. Like the fact that you can even know the words of a song before, you know, your lips can even catch up with it, right? The fact that your mental, your subconscious mind, like if you consciously think about a song, you can hear the artist's head, you can hear the artist's voice in your head and everything. It's like you are the artist. It's like if you was listening to, let's just say, shit, Justin Bieber, Baby. I want y'all to listen to that song, right? And I want y'all to tell me if y'all can hear his voice in y'all head. I thought you would always be mine. I mean, I'm saying, like, That's literally like feminine energy, because feminine energy is in everything, right? Feminine energy is in everything. It's like feminine energy can interpret so much more than the conscious mind can even imagine. This is why the woman is held on such a pedestal when it comes to being down here in this three-dimensional plane, right? And even as you go further up, because as you go further up, it's just going to turn into feminine energy, like for real, because you're not going to be able to see shit. It's going to be just darkness, like, but it's like, oh, I'm not confusing y'all or anything like that with what I'm saying, but I really want y'all to understand that next time y'all have a argument with y'all partner on some shit like that, think about it as far as feminine energy, subconscious mind, and think about it as masculine energy, conscious mind, right? Because the battle was always within ourselves. Like, the battle was never on the outside. The outside was only a reflection of what was on the inside. So when we look at the black community, when we look at black women and black men, the problems and shit like that that they have. I'm sorry, let me repeat that, because I talk over my tongue a lot. I said, when we look at the problems of black men, right, and black women left, or actually it would be when we look at, see, I'm thinking too much, my bad. I'm thinking too much. But I just hit that down low for some reason, because I keep saying right, but I never say left. So it's like, what the fuck? Am I just using feminine energy? Am I just talking from the subconscious when I say right? See, that's how, like, I don't know, please don't think I'm crazy, but like, I just be getting downloads. I just be getting little downloads like that, y'all. Like, but it like helped me figure out exactly what my problem is, because the fact that I keep saying right is the fact that I'm not consciously picking and choosing my words, right? I'm kind of just letting the subconscious mind give me the words to say. Like, every time you take a pause and shit like that when you talk, it's like you're consciously masculine energy trying to figure something out, trying to use reason, logic to figure, you know, what the subconscious mind is telling you. Like, this is why men and women have the relationships that we do. Like, even when they say that the man has to reach out to, you know, the woman, right? The man has to act on the woman. The man is the one who proposes, only because the conscious mind must act on the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind has to be acted upon. Simple as that. Like, you have to have sex with a female. Like, you don't have sex, a female doesn't have sex with you. You have sex with a female simply because you are acting upon her, type shit like that. You are the one, like, she can have as much sex as she wants to with you, but if you do not act upon her consciously, right, you cannot even reproduce, right? This is why they had to destroy the black man, the black woman, the black family, because they don't understand, they don't understand, right? They don't understand that everything that is a reflection on the outside of us is a reflection on the inside of us. As simple as that. The reason why we have these problems as far as fathers and shit like that leaving, you know, the black family and everything like that, right? We can say that, you know, the black dad always leaves to go get some milk and whatever like that. Like, y'all need to really think about that, because how I'm thinking about it, I'm not thinking about it from a physical point of view, because I'm not a physical being, though I appear to be in the flesh type shit. That's not where I'm operating from. Like I just told y'all that the reason I keep saying right is because it's like I'm operating on the right side of my brain, like, so I had to say left to balance this shit out. But y'all can call me crazy, delusional, whatever y'all want to. But let those who have a mind see clearly. All right, let those who have understanding see clearly. Today is March 13th, y'all, 2024. We know that the 13 holds a lot of energy, right? Number 13 is a very karmic number. But yeah, man, so within, so without. Shit, I wasn't gonna make this video, man, too long or some shit like that, only because shit, nigga could really like, a nigga could really give a fuck, like, for real, like, give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, when people say that, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Think about it. You're using masculine and feminine energy when you say that. You say, I don't give a fuck. Masculine energy. Number 1 is a masculine number, right? I don't give as in acting upon the subconscious mind, right? I don't give a fuck. So let me quiet down, because I'm sure let the gig and shit. And I mean, this is an empty unit, but it's still just like, man. But yeah, I don't give a fuck. I am not acting upon the subconscious mind. I'm not acting upon intuition, creativity, or nurturing. I do not give a fuck. Like, that's literally the same thing as saying the conscious mind. I am not giving any attention, giving any energy to a fuck. A fuck is a subconscious process, but fuck for real is like 3, because 1 + 1 isn't 2, it's 3. But this video ain't gonna stand out to a lot of people. Only the chosen ones gonna really understand what I'm saying. Only the chosen ones gonna really understand this video and what I'm saying. Shit, because a regular person to just watch this video, I'm like, damn, he's not talking about shit. He don't know what he's talking about. But man, I'm a pro at this shit. Or I'm not a pro, but I'm becoming one. I don't like saying things like I'm a master number, but I am a master number 11, right? I am a natural visionary. I am naturally intuitive. I am naturally clairvoyant. I am like naturally tapped the fuck in, like for real. And I don't even like saying it like that, because I like to be modest, right? In my approach, I like to be modest. Like, see, that's why I made the video that we are all, you know, we are all the chosen ones. Like, not just one of us individual. We are all the chosen ones. Like, because we are all one, but it's like, you know, of course we operate on different frequencies and vibrations and shit. And the vibration and frequency I'm operating on is, man, I don't even know all the time, man. I be asking the Most High for understanding. Like, yeah, man. Because I be getting a lot of downloads and shit, man. A lot of things are still in the process only because I'm still trying to like figure my own. I'm just trying to figure my own way of thinking out, because I've realized, like, man, I don't think like everybody else. Like, I really don't. I don't think like everybody else. I'm sure you watching this video gonna say you don't think like everybody else, because we don't. Like, unless you a fucking bot. Like, come on, we have to realize that bots are real for sure. You know, shit. But you know, man, my conscious mind is a teacher naturally. Like, when I talk to myself, y'all, I watch my videos before I post them. And I always be like, damn, I could have said that differently. But I still post it anyway, because it's like I'm steady learning. We are all a work in progress. Yeah, we are not grown. We are not grown yet, y'all. We are still very much children. Like, think about it. In ancient times, right? They called us children of the sun, daughters of the sun. No, they called us children of the sun. Children of the sun. Right? And that's basically to say, like, even then, in ancient times, they knew that they were not even grown. They knew that even in their state that they were still children. Just like all of us in these fucking relationships that we're dealing with. We still kids, that's why so many fucking problems. Ain't no adults up in these relationships, right? Especially the ones that's very bitter. There's no real adults, right? And even if there was a real adult, right? An adult as in being like whole, right? Let those who have eyes see clearly. I said let those who have ass, like nah. I said let those who have ass shake that motherfucker like the ancestors did for sure. But let those who have eyes see clearly, goddamn me, shit, because you know, this is a real ass world we live in, y'all. And a lot of times I just be wanting to just talk to like-minded people and shit like that, man. Like people that be on the fuck the system shit too, like, you know, but not even like fuck the system, like, nigga, I'm finna be my own system. Like, are you not your own system? Like, you literally but nah. But yeah, man. But fuck yeah, y'all. Y'all be at peace, Cosmic Family, man. Y'all be at peace. Alright, man. Y'all just remember, man, that man, this world that we living in, this illusion that we living on top of, I know that the ones that's really getting them downloads, the ones that's really knowing, having an inner knowing of the atrocities that took place on this planet, like, the ones that really have an understanding know what I'm talking about. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because you can only talk to so many people out here for real, until until they actually start thinking that you are out of your fucking mind. Out of your mind. Out of your mind. Out of your mind. Y'all remember how I told you that there was 3 minds technically, right? The masculine, the feminine, and then the universal mind, right? The mind where, like, in a way, like, we intuitively all feel the same thing when we feel pain, right? That's like a universal. I mean, actually, no, let me stop saying that, because that's not even universal. Let me think of something a little bit more deeper. The universal mind. What is the universal mind? The universal mind. Synchronicities, right? When you just add some shit up that just don't make sense, but it's like it make all the sense in the world. It's like this. The universal mind. I've been using the universal mind this whole fucking video. And that's what it is. I've been using it this whole time. People. I've been using it this whole time, people. I just want to thank the Most High. I want to thank Heru. I want to thank you, Offset. I want to thank you, Thope. I want to thank you, Patah. I want to thank you, Seth. I want to thank you, Bassett. I want to thank you, Maud. I want to thank you, Tefnut. I want to thank you, Noon. I want to thank you, Ra. And all the other nature that are, steady speaking to me, watching after me, watching through me, for our ancestors, man, are us, for the Most High is the overseer of his creation. Or I would say just like that. Because you see, when I be having to like literally just like drop some thoughts sometimes, because the rabbit hole goes fucking deep with me. Like bird bucks, BB. Like, man, it's like I can look at some shit and almost see, not seeing through it, but it's almost like this lighter. No one person gonna look at this lighter and be like, yeah, it's a lighter, it's blue, right? It has a red tip. No, even a person, no person wouldn't even mention a red tip. They'll just say it's a blue lighter. Red is a color of passion. It also represents Aries, the goddess of war, which is a fire sign. Actually, do I have another lighter? Because I want to know if all these are black, if all these are red, so y'all can see it. Do I have another one? No, all those aren't red. The crackhead lights be black. And I didn't mean to say crackhead lights, but that's just what we call it in the hood. Like, Shit, nigga, we are Atlantis. Like, if you watching this video, you an Atlantean, like, for real, for real. Like, I be feeling like that we be trying to be, like, we don't respect ourselves. Like, but it's like, I wouldn't respect myself too damn near intuitively or subconsciously if I knew that, first of all, we speaking this caveman ass fucking language, right? We speaking, you know, we speaking spells on ourselves, and we're basically like raping the subconscious mind, because she just gotta take this shit every single time. She gotta, like, she taking this shit, like, and all the conscious mind is doing, like, we taking calculated jabs too. Like, she, nigga, in the conscious mind, nigga, we, like, we two-piecing, uppercutting and shit, like, just how motherfuckers be using these words and shit out here. This is why I feel like that we started using slang in a way, right? Because it's like slang. What is it to slang something, right? Slang, right? Slang. What does it mean to slang something? To slang it. See, when someone says slang, they just hear slang. But when I just said slang like that, it made me think about and I want y'all to figure out what y'all think slang means. Because to me, right, shit, I could be wrong. Shit, I could be right. Hey, I could be both, my nigga. Because we live in a dualistic society. So, for good or worse, we can say that I am both right and wrong. I could be right in this dimension and wrong in another dimension. Like, but shit, it's like, this is how we finna play it, right? Shit, we are the most intelligent species on this fucking earth. Like, and I'm not just saying, you know, just black people, white people. I'm saying just like humanity, goddamn me. We were built to be this intelligent. We were built to be a degree of intelligence to the point where we know that both good and bad create everything. And if we knew that or had an understanding of that, then that just means that but you know what? I'll just leave that one in the cosmos, right? Because sometimes you gotta leave thoughts in the cosmos. I did smoke. I am a little bit fried, but that was like way earlier. Like, it's really just the nirvana I'm just feeling from the inside, because the masculine and feminine energy are just having a blast right now. Like, I haven't did so many hand gestures and shit like that up in the video, and like hell is like, I forgot like what I was even doing again. Like, but no, I ain't did so many like movements and hellas, but it's like, what caused me to do those movements, the words I was saying, the slang. To slang something is almost like throwing it at a curve, right? And anything that has a curve is a feminine trait, right? Like, femininity or feminine represents the curve. Masculine represents the straight. You can go into numbers and, you know, relate those to masculine numbers and feminine numbers. Like, they tell you that the even numbers are feminine. I mean, the even numbers are masculine, the odd numbers are feminine, right? But damn, I was supposed to end this video like 5 minutes ago. Like, but it's like the ancestors had this shit all pre-planned and predestined. So all the ones that clicked on this video, you are just as part as You are just a part of my day as I am a part of it, but only if you realize that you are a part of it. Just like I realize that the ones that watch my videos are a part of me, so I carry myself in a way accordingly. Which I be a peace, cosmic family. Ashe, ashe, ashe.